Yo, back with this Native Instruments DJ Khalil expansion. And with so many of these samples, I've been trying to figure out, well, what can I do musically? Because I'm not really a big loop guy. And this particular kit right here caught my eye. It's the Unity kit. It's got some nice riffs. And I'm like, what in the world can I do with this piano riff? Let's find out. Next, Lego. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him. Where you think you going? Hey folks, welcome back to Blessed by G Beats. I am the G, and today we're going to be doing our first beat with this DJ Khalil Native Instruments expansion. This is a part of what they call their artist series of expansions. And so what you get with these expansions, you don't necessarily get all of the dope sounds and I mean multi-sample instrument sounds and things of that nature that you get with the normal expansions. But what you do get is the flavor of whichever artist they choose to be able, whatever artist they choose, you get a chance to use their signature sound. And in my opinion, if you get their signature sound, see if you can turn it into your sound so that even if it has a little flavor from them, it's still your own thing. So DJ Khalil has worked with Dr. Dre. And to me, when you listen to this expansion, it's very apparent. But guess what? Dr. Dre happens to be in my top 5 producers of all time. So for me, I don't really have a problem. I can hear things automatically and go, wow, this kind of put me in the mind of Dre. And I can make a sound. I mean, I can make a song that for me, it would be like, okay, if I was producing, if I was in Dr. Dre's camp and I was producing. So I have these sounds. So let's see what we got. So inside of the Unity kit, it's a pretty dope kit. It's a bunch of riffs. And, I've loaded up these particular things that I had favorited earlier. If you saw the first video, I kind of loaded up like 4 sounds that I favorited, 2 kits that I favorited, and a couple of sounds that I didn't favorite, but I liked. So the first kit is the Unity kit, and it's nothing but a bunch of riffs. And so where I'm actually going to be is here. But I'm about to do something that you probably don't expect, but it's typical Dr. Dre sound. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm actually not going to do this as boom bap in the traditional sense. I'm actually going to take this to a trap tempo because just because you use these trap tempos and the trap style of making music, it doesn't mean that you can't make other genres of music out of trap. It really doesn't. And I don't understand why people think that, if you choose 145, you actually have to make a trap type beat. But I'm gonna actually do this West Coast type beat with that trap tempo. So let's see what I'm gonna do here. Okay, so let's get us a pattern here. All right, so let's see what we can do here. so we got us a nice little piano riff there. I'm done with that particular kit. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Okay, I kind of like this right here. It looks like it's a closed hi-hat loop. So we have this in the gated mode on the sampler instrument, but I'm gonna let it play all the way through and see what it sounds like. Let's go. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yep, yep. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Okay, I remember I hit the wrong. I like this sound right here. Let's see what we got. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. I like that. Let's turn that down. Let's put that in there. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Okay, I like this clap right here. Let's put that in there. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Okay, let's see what that boom sound like. Oh, like that boom. Let's go. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Okay, I kind of like what I got right there. Thinking we're gonna probably stop with that particular beat. I'm gonna stop with the beat right here. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Okay, so kind of played around a little bit to save time. Didn't want to do that on camera, but I think we kind of got a little bass line here. And even though this Virginia sound, it's not necessarily a bass, but I'm going to use it as a bass because I think the sub is already carrying that, carrying the bass. And like I said, this is in A sharp minor, so we're using this B flat major. I'm sorry, it's an A sharp major, so we're going to use B flat major. I think that's how you get that on Maschine because it doesn't have sharps. I noticed that you don't see the sharps on here, so I'm thinking that's it. But nevertheless, let's see what this sounds like. All right, let's try this again.
Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him.
Okay, so we got a riff that I think is going to really work. Something that really hits hard like that Dr. Dre sound, especially back in the day when Snoop first came out. Let's see. It goes a little something like this, I think. That's it right there. Check this out. One more time.
Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him.
Okay, so we got this songed up. This is not the final product. Got some EQing to do. I hear some frequencies in there kind of clashing with each other on that low end. But nevertheless, just want to show you what you can do, that even though there's not a lot of sounds in here, you can take some of these samples and flip them and come up with your own thing. You can see how I took a simple piano riff and just basically turned two piano riffs into a Dre style chop and came up with something that sounds a little something like this. Let's go.
Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, Yo, G, bless him, bless him.
So, this is the beat. Very simple. I don't think I'm gonna add too much to it because Dr. Dre doesn't really add a lot of elements to his beat. I think this is banging. So, if you're looking for this West Coast type of sound, man, you want that real G-funk type of sound, if you ask me. Even if you want some East Coast type of stuff, I think you should really go out and pick this up, man. Very crispy drums, some dope synth sounds, and definitely some dope beats. So, once again, this is Blessed by G Beats. I am the G, and until the next video, keep grinding, keep inspiring.